I'm Sean Thomas, and this is Local Flight, a show where I travel to some of the best bars in the country to meet amazing mixologists and challenge them to make innovative cocktails using unique local ingredients. In this episode, we're using some of Seattle's world-famous coffee in a unique cocktail. I'm in Seattle to check out Tavern Law, an upscale cocktail lounge with a speakeasy vibe. Bartender Charlotte Bernhardt is a connoisseur of cocktails. Her passion for tinctures, spices, and bitters could only mean the bar program is going to be exceptional. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you. What an amazing space you have here.
Thank you. I love it.
What happens here in Tavern Law?
Classics that we specialize in, and then we also have like a really modern, seasonally inspired, constantly changing cocktail menu, and then a tincture program, which is what I'm really crazy about.
Like a little apothecary.
Exactly.
Great. Well, I'd love to taste what you're up to.
I would love to make you something.
Great.
This is kind of a variation of a cocktail that I actually have on the menu right now.
Okay.
Super peaty Isla Scotch. 1.5 ounces of that.
Okay.
We're gonna do 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, which makes all the difference. We also have a kumquat mace shrub. Only 1/2 ounce of that. A little bit goes a long way.
I love shrub. The story that I heard was back in the day before refrigeration, they would actually need to pickle their syrups in cordials. So shrubs are essentially a pickled syrup. Yeah, I love shrubs.
Me too.
Yeah.
My favorite sweetening element to use is Demerara, Caribbean style sweetener. Just 1/4 ounce of that.
Okay.
And then we have habanero tincture that we make in-house. There we got
How many drops?
5 drops about. And then lovage tincture. It's kind of similar to celery.
Okay.
The flavor of it, super savory.
And you do all these tinctures in-house?
All of them in-house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really
Based
cool.
on moon cycles, because we're witchy and cool like that. To finish it off, we have the Scrappy's aromatic bitters, which I really love. We're gonna do 2 dashes of that. Add some ice to this. Okay. And we shake with 2 tins here, which I like a lot. Makes it easier.
Both metal? Yeah.
Both of them metal.
Nice.
Seal that. And we're gonna double strain it.
Okay.
So I'm using a fine strainer as well.
Yes. Nice golden color.
And then to finish it, we're going to garnish it with a lemon twist. I also want to have a little bit of an herbal quality. I'm gonna add
Beautiful.
a little bit of sage to it.
Beautiful. Everything comes through.
Yeah?
Smoky scotch, a little bit of bite from that habanero, and I imagine I'm getting a little bit of the lovage at the same time. This is really good, really balanced.
Thank you.
Now, one of the things that I've been doing as I travel around the country is I'm finding local ingredients. And there's this great cafe up the street called Cafe Vita.
Oh, I know Cafe Vita.
You do? Why don't you come with me and we'll head over there and find some ingredients.
I would love to.
Cafe Vita has been a Seattle staple for 20 years. They specialize in small batch roasting and hand select their beans from around the world. We met up with Ross Beamish at their training center for a lesson on cold brew. So tell us a little bit about Cafe Vita.
So we've been roasting coffee in the city since 1995. Every step of the process that we can be involved in, we will be involved in. We're talking about our buyer going straight to the farm, meeting with the farmers. As far as the roasting process, we roast on a couple vintage German roasters. The people packaging our coffee know just as much about our coffee as the people that are buying it and roasting it and training on it. It's like a big, all-knowing family. Everyone's invested, everyone cares.
Vita has just kind of a reputation of being really huge, especially in the bar community, which is really awesome.
What is that? That looks like something out of Tesla's laboratory right there. I mean, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, this is a company called OG. These are made in Japan. This is actually a cold brewer.
Now, is there less caffeine?
There is quite a bit more.
And it's easy drinking, that's dangerous.
And it's smooth, it's low in acid, so it's easy on the stomach. So yeah, it's a win-win-win. What I have here is 25 grams of this Brazilian coffee, Paevas, and 250 grams of water. So from there, what we need to do is saturate this with a little bit of water, and just enough to get them kind of covered and smothered a little bit. And then we can go ahead and get our filters in place. So we've got a cloth filter, which is gonna go on the bottom. If you wanna go ahead and hold that, Sean.
I would be happy to.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some coffee in this thing.
Steady hands after that caffeine.
Right? Nothing like an espresso to steady your hands.
Exactly.
And then I'm gonna take this paper filter and it's gonna get wetted as well. And this is gonna sit over the grounds. So,
Wow.
so it forms a nice little seal on top.
That's great.
So it's gonna seat right in there. At this point, we'll go ahead and put our water into the top bowl. Get all that in there. Put our plug, and then it all goes in the top. We're just gonna open this guy up Twist carefully until you see your first drops of water. There's one. And then you kind of want to fine tune it. We hope that it drips about 43 times per minute. So yeah, I was thinking we have 2 California Kings upstairs. If you guys want to take a quick 7-hour nap, it should be ready right at the end of it. All jokes aside, I think this would be great in a cocktail.
Yeah.
I have some for you guys to try just right here. I'm gonna give it to you guys straight up. I think this will give you the unadulterated impression.
Wow. That's
So
really
smooth.
great. It's really smooth, but very complex.
If you give yourself about 20 seconds after a taste, it transforms into this like beautiful cocoa mapley thing, and that's what I love about cold brew coffee. 20 minutes after you're done with it, you're like,
My mouth tastes awesome.
it's still good. You know?
Citrus notes are definitely up front.
Yeah.
And they're not too pronounced, like they're very soft.
Yeah.
I think this cold brew is really delicious, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun playing with it when we go back to the bar. I'm really excited.
I've got a full jar for you guys to take back to mess around with.
Thank
so.
you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
Cheers, you guys.
cheers, Ross.
Yeah.
Thank you very
It was
much.
awesome having you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Vita's cold brew is truly a labor of love. This is some of the best coffee I've ever had, and I can't wait to see how Charlotte uses it in a cocktail. You know, when Ross said he was gonna give us a little bit of cold brew, I didn't realize he was gonna give us a growler of cold brew.
It's huge.
64 ounces of
Awesome.
cold
Let's
brew.
not drink all of that.
No, we'd probably
Okay.
have a heart attack. All right, so what do you think?
So we're gonna start with 1.5 ounces of Grey Goose vodka. And I think because a little bit of that cold brew definitely goes a long way, I think just 1 ounce of this should be enough
Yeah.
because it's really potent stuff. So we'll do 1 ounce of that. We'll do a 1/4 ounce of chocolate liqueur, and then we'll add Amaro, but we only need about 1/4 ounce of that as well.
Great.
I'm gonna do a 1/4 ounce of Demerara,
Sure.
which goes really well with coffee.
Yeah.
And then adding a bitter, black walnut specifically.
I think that's a great call. How many? 2
2.
dash?
2.
Yeah, that's all
Good?
you need.
Okay. Give that a little shake. And we're gonna strain it into here.
Okay. Wow.
Before
really
I add,
pretty color.
Isn't that nice? I'm gonna make whipped cream really quickly using heavy whipping cream and some simple syrup, and then fresh cardamom. I think this might be my favorite herb. I might go ahead and say that.
Cool.
I'm gonna seal this, shake this a little bit for me, make sure it's totally sealed so you don't get yourself. While you're doing that, I'm gonna add some crushed ice to this.
Do it. I might see a feature in this.
I think you're doing a great job. I think it's
Sounds
probably
about
ready.
right.
Yeah.
let's see. Yep.
Nice. So we're just gonna spoon some of this on top there.
Great.
Look at that.
Looks amazing.
You can see the cardamom too. A little bit of freshly ground cinnamon on top. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Charlotte.
You're welcome. I hope you like it.
Delicious.
Yeah?
Yes. I like the fact that nothing overpowers anything in the cocktail. Cold brew shows up, pairs really well with the Grey Goose, very smooth. The sweetness is not overpowering, very balanced, and the cardamom works as a great aromatic. Well done, Charlotte.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, we can't leave this drink nameless. We have to come up with a name.
Oh, Lordy. Okay.
Well, let's think about this.
Okay.
We got Cafe Vida.
Yeah.
That beautiful local roaster.
Uh-huh. Local. Vita. Local.
Living the Vida Loco. Living the Vida Local.
I don't know.
I say we shorten the name
Okay.
and we just call it La Vida Local.
La Vida Local. I love it.
Local
I think
life.
that's perfect.
It was really nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
I wish you well, Charlotte.
Thank you, Sean.
I'll see you.
Have fun in the rest of your cities.
Join me next week as I travel to Chicago. I can't wait to see what kind of cocktails they got in the Windy City. Make sure to check out our show sponsor, Grey Goose, and join me all season long as I travel around the country looking for amazing cocktails.